Greetings, everyone. What's the deal with all these TV shows on DVD? Okay, that was really lame. Anyway, today, on a closer look, we're going to take a look at Seinfeld, the complete series. Now, this is the second set of the complete series that has been released. There was another box set a few years back which looked like this. And this was a really freaking nice set. I am so choked that I missed it, basically. It's long out of print, goes for collector's prices, and there are bootlegs everywhere. So, good freaking luck trying to track down the actual original. The cool thing about this set was not only did it have all the episodes in some just beautiful book-style packaging, big box, but it also came with a coffee table book full of reminiscences and behind-the-scenes stuff all about the making of the show. Really cool set. Anyway, I missed out on that. I kept holding out hope for years and years and years. Finally resigned myself to the fact that I was never going to get it. And the final thing that convinced me to get this set was seeing it on sale for only $50. Yeah, $50 for the complete series of Seinfeld, all 9 seasons, loaded with extras. Hell yeah, sign me up. So, sign me up. You see what I did there? Yeah, okay. So, in terms of packaging, well, we got this box. We got cool stuff inside we'll take a look at in just a minute. And we had this backing, which basically just gives you a general overview of the contents. So, originally, the backing was on the back, like that. And you got the side, you got the top, you got the front, got the spine, and nothing on the bottom. So, there you go. The end! See you next time! No, just kidding. Alrighty, so let's do the titles. Then we'll head on down to the back blocks. Yes, the black box. And take an in-depth, closer look at Seinfeld, the complete series. Today, on A Closer Look on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Okay, let's head on down to the black box and take a closer look at Seinfeld, the complete series. The new, more compact, cheaper set. It looks like the box has floppy ears. Cool. So here we go. Seinfeld, the complete series. I love this show so much. This is the kind of sitcom I can just sit down and watch several discs of in one go. Just love it. So we got the spine there. Everybody taking a bow on the back. Got the whole gang there as well. Nothing on the bottom. Title on the top. Then we have the backing. There you go. So that's the backing that originally, was on the back. Just kind of gives you a glimpse of what you can expect in the set, list of special features, all that good stuff. I'm not going to bother reading off all the contents. If you really want to read them yourself, you can do so. Just pause the video. So here we have just basically a gigantic book. Look at the size of this thing. It's ridiculous. So 9 seasons, anywhere from 4 to 5 discs a season. So let's crack it open and take a look. Here we go. So what we have here is the original individual season sets of this were in a box containing slim cases, and each slim case had its own artwork. Each slim case contained one disc and had its own artwork on the cover. So what we have in the book here is reproductions of the slim case artwork. So the only artwork you're missing with this set, as far as the individual season sets go, are the covers from the individual seasons. So, but that said, you get pretty much all of the significant packaging. And then, as you can see, they list the contents on the back there. Very nice. And in terms of the discs themselves, they come out of these sleeves. And they actually come out really easily, I have to say. I know everybody worries about the paper sleeves, but these are really good. I've watched about 2/3 of the set, actually, by now. And I have yet to find a disc that is scratched or unplayable or anything. I really have no complaints about this set at all. I actually really like how compact it is and how much it just kind of condenses everything. It's very nice. So season 1 was only 5 episodes, it was just kind of a very short thing, including the original pilot, of course. And then second season was 13, so a few more episodes. Gives you a nice breakdown summary, a screenshot from each episode. Every disc has special features on it, usually behind-the-scenes stuff, maybe some commentaries. The last disc of each sort of season then contains additional special features such as deleted scenes and outtakes and things like that, and some additional featurettes. So very cool. And then carrying on, so season 3, really nice pictures of the gang. This DVD set, I remember at the time, was a very long time coming. It was one of the most wanted sitcoms to have on DVD. And it seemed to take a really long time to get to us, but then it eventually did, of course. The main reason being, of course, the actors wanted some kind of compensation for participating in the extras, which is totally fair. I mean, they're asking for a huge commitment of time to do interviews and commentaries and everything, so it's only right that they should be compensated for their time. Absolutely, I'm all for that. It's totally deserved. Anyway, it took a little while to sort of negotiate that and find, I guess, an amount that everybody was happy with. Needless to say, they eventually did sort things out, and as a result, we have just an absolute wealth of extras on this set. I mean, this is an absolute delight for any fan of the show. There's so much great material on here that I just can't possibly say enough nice things about it. And the great thing is, I mean, it's also very accessible depending on what your personal price point is. You can just get the individual season sets. You can get this set, which is actually a very affordable complete series set. I think I paid about $50 for it, which is a phenomenal deal for how many episodes you get. Then, of course, there's the old coffee table set, or a coffee table book set in the big black box, which is definitely the most expensive option, especially now being out of print. But it is quite nice if you can find it and not get ripped off with a Chinese bootleg, and if you can, of course, afford the collector's prices. And that's definitely the way to go if you want the ultimate deluxe set of Doom. But if you're looking for a fairly affordable solution that contains all of the on-disc content, then this is an excellent option. And it doesn't take up too much shelf space either. I mean, if you were to get all of the 8 individual season sets, I say 8 because seasons 1 and 2 were combined together on one set, then you get, it takes up a lot of shelf space. This one is about roughly the thickness of almost 2 of the season sets. I'd say about 2 of the individual season sets. So it takes up way less shelf space. Certainly more condensed package than the big black box version, and just a wonderful deal. There we go. We can kind of lay them flat there. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, I remember at the time when Larry David left the show for a couple seasons, some fans felt that the sort of middle few seasons there, I don't know, like seasons 5 and 6 thereabouts, weren't as good. And then Larry David came back for the last couple seasons, and then it was good again. Personally, I never felt that it slumped or jumped the shark. I've always found the show entertaining throughout all the seasons, and I don't know what people were talking about. Like, I mean, there's some episodes that are a little more quote-unquote sitcom-y than others, but for the most part, I mean, it's still those good old characters that we all know and love, and getting into awkward situations as we expect them to, and it's great stuff. So season 8, the end is nigh, not Bill Nye. And here we go, season 9, the final season. Oh, look at that, and even kind of gold, bronzy gold. That was kind of weird. But, yeah, so there we go, coming into the home stretch here. Episodes 1 through 6 and 7 through 12. I should mention, Jerry Seinfeld's been doing this wonderful web series called Comedians in Cars, where basically he picks up various, comedians that he's worked with or that he just wants to interview, and they go for a drive, usually in some really cool sports car. And he did one, I should mention, with Jason Alexander. But here's the thing: they were in character as Jerry and George. So it was like Jerry and George 20 years later meeting in a coffee shop. Jerry had been invited to a Super Bowl party from a friend of theirs. George had not been invited, so they had like a big conversation about it. It was really, really funny. It was just great to see them both in character as those beloved characters again. In yet, discussing yet another awkward situation. It was just really fun to see them together again. So check that out, Comedians in Cars. Just look it up on the web, Comedians in Cars, Jerry Seinfeld, Jason Alexander, and there you go. And so we got last shot of Kramer, and then here we have the bonus disc. Everybody taking a bow. Last few episodes. As you can see, the last season was a couple episodes longer, which is quite nice. They gave him a bit of a bonus there. And then the bonus disc, we have The Round Table. The cast of Seinfeld and Larry David basically reuniting for like a round table discussion of the show and, memories and stuff. A great little coda to the series and an absolute delight for any fan of the show. So great stuff. I think previously that was only available in the black box set. So it's nice that they had the consideration of including it in this lower priced alternative complete series set, which again I cannot possibly recommend highly enough. Amazon link in the description. And there you have it. Actually a really nice compact set, as I mentioned before. Doesn't take up anywhere near the shelf space of the old set. You got everything from all the individual season sets in there, even reproductions of the artwork of the individual slim cases that were in those sets. I think the only thing you're missing is some of the artwork from the actual season set boxes, like the original like front cover art. But you got the vast majority of it in there. I mean, and this set alone is about the thickness of 2 of the original season sets. So you're definitely saving a heck of a lot of shelf space with this. And I actually see it go on sale fairly often as well. So keep an eye out for a deal. I'll include the Amazon link in the description, of course. And see if you can snag it. It's great stuff. Easily one of my all-time favorite sitcoms ever, and one that I can just rewatch endlessly. I mean, I'll put a disc onto this and I'll just watch the whole damn disc. I'll just put it on marathon. It's great, great stuff. Alrighty, that is it for this edition of A Closer Look. So a quick thank you to my Patreon sponsors. Big thanks to Kyle Pellegrini, my current highest level sponsor, still to this day. Thank you very much, dude. And so please do consider becoming a Patreon sponsor, because it just means I can do more cool stuff like this for you on a more regular basis. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara. Boop, 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 boop.